What's up? God bless ya. Back again, KAA. I want to explain you today my topic is a job because I lost my job for a certain reason. I had an agreement, the agreement was not kept, so I took my consequences and I went away from there. I still have no trouble with my boss. I shake his hand and everything is okay. I hope so from his side too. What I want to tell you is people here in the society everywhere around the world, when we don't have a job, we don't have money, and money is actually that what makes you move through society, okay? This means like if you have no money, doesn't mean you can move to society, but society will take a deeper look at you if you have money and how you spend it. Well, a lot of people, I want to clear that, saw me distributing my money on the lakeside where I'm chilling with my friends, okay? And I did that, like I told you, I always do experiments. You don't have to know why I do that. Because, well, some people deserve to know, but I call them the intellectual, okay? So the intellectual part is just getting what I mean. So what I'm doing right now is contact to a psychiatrist. In America, you call it shrink, because these are the people who are on this intellectual level where I like to communicate with them. Maybe this member of society can not this like disrespect, okay, like THIS. So they could understand me because they have the certain knowledge for it, okay? So if you don't understand me, it doesn't mean that you're stupid, because you're never stupid, you're just on another level. And this is what I'm telling you. I'm right now on a certain situation where people see that I'm like in the last corner I can go, you know. Society's driven me. It's like you need to go here, get this paper, you have to fill this paper out, you need to answer these questions and blah blah blah. I'm really sorry, okay? Do whatever, keep this progress or this program that you have for people getting reintegrated into society. But me, I'm going now like rock. You call it rock, okay? Because me, I am just a certain. From all my videos, you know, it's all about observing the culture that is living and where you know your surroundings. Me, sometimes I'm going to Zurich to the lakeside, meet some good people, have one subscriber. Thank you very much, bro. And what I wanted to tell you is the certain situation that I'm right now. People get really depressed because a lot of people, they have money, they come to the lakeside, they offer something and I can't contribute to it. I feel bad about it, okay? That's why I did it in the first place, to bring the money down, to see if some things come back. Now, these people don't have too much money either, because they need to spend it for their families, for their loved ones, and so on. So I don't expect anything back. And when you give me just a cigarette, that's enough. Yeah, you heard right. I smoke, okay? So a lot of people smoke, and I think we should go into that detail later about smoking. Just a little hint, imagine the constellation of Cancer when you smoke, because it will show the constellation itself that you respect it, and then you will not have cancer. I know it's a little bit hard to understand, but if you go simple, if you go raw, you understand. So about that, I don't have a job. I went to this institution where everybody needs to go when we don't have a job here in Switzerland, and I had a really good talk to a woman. She was really nice. She just told me it's not from, you know, it's not from her side what she's telling me, the laws that I have, my duties that I have, and my rights. And in the end, when I went outside, well, I'm sorry to say that I couldn't concentrate anymore on what she said, because she was that beautiful. But I'm not touching the woman because she belongs to someone else. But I couldn't concentrate on something else because she was that beautiful. So I'm simple, you see. I'm just looking for love. and nothing else, because I don't need any teachings. Like I already told you, I don't need people telling me you have to do that because otherwise you don't have that. I know that. That's why I'm going to my shrink, okay? We have to go into this word shrink real quick, because a shrink is not just, somebody that you go talk your problems. It's somebody that listens to you and understand your psychological profile, okay? So my psychological profile is actually a little bit complicated. Like I told you, I have the Virgo in as ascendant. This is a complex constellation, because it has Mercury, as we already discussed before, and Mercury is just, half light, half dark. So I have something dark inside of me, okay, but I won't let it out right now, because society is not ready to embrace it. So what you have to understand is that when you have a job, be happy. Be happy that you have a job, and appreciate the people around you. And when there are problems, try to involve the whole company so you can talk. Because if you just do it with two or three, the others didn't get it, and they maybe feel excluded, and so on. So I wanted to do that in my old working place at my old job, and it didn't work. So I'm a man. I make decisions for myself and I keep it. It's like, my mother, she's telling me, yeah, why don't you go back and talk to your boss? I said he had the opportunity, and I don't know why I should go back to do a step back in my life. It was a step forward into an uncertain future. Uncertain is because if you look at the world around, what surrounds you, is that what means uncertain. Inside of my heart, I already work in another place. This is how I focus. The jobs are not easy to get here in Switzerland. You have like to write hell of applications. Like she told me, the woman in the institution, that there was one client she wrote 93 in 1 month, 93 applications. But after 4 weeks, she got a job. So yeah, congratulations. Me myself, doesn't mean that it's lazy. I think it's useless to fill all out these forms. No disrespect to the society that created that law, okay? But me, I'm different. I see like a doctor help me right now to get to this shrink, and I hope I'll have a good talk to him. Otherwise, I'm going to look for someone else, and so on. Because I need somebody to talk to, and talking about solutions for my life, okay? Because really, I can live even without money, because I lived 4 months on the street. I don't want to do that again, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready to freeze when it's winter outside and search another warm place, moving from one spot to the other like a dark creature in the night. But I'm ready to discuss, find a platform, a table where I can talk to someone that is intellectual and hope that he understands me. I will do another movie, another video clip about what happens. Let's just call the solution that came out, but not the conversation itself, because the shrink is always attached to his silence about the patients. So I respect that and don't do that in front of the camera, because I share it on YouTube and that's the internet. So, but I wanted to tell you that if you don't have a job, don't get lost. It's easy to get lost, with all that. I don't have that money. Right now, I really appreciate my mother's taking care of my bills, because in the past I was taking care of her when she was in need of money. So I appreciate that really much. Thanks, Ima, love you. And yeah, So now the question is, what I'm gonna do next? Well, I just live my life. I stand up in the morning, I smoke a cigarette. If she gives me some money, I'm going chilling with my friends, have some beers until I have this, let's just call it this meeting, which be in 2 days on Wednesday. I really like to urge you not to let your head down because of some misunderstandings or let's just call it some actions that happen in your life. Everybody's pushing you, like I said in the first video, from one edge to the other. That won't bring nothing. Okay, we need to understand people. We cannot push them into a certain situation where they feel hopeless and do things that we don't want. Okay, because everybody has his protection. People, they have guns and knives and a whole armory at home. That doesn't matter to me, as I told you. Now I'm coming to that why I'm watching Vampire Diaries and the originals, okay? Because even if you go further, we are on planet Earth, and that's a being, okay? And it's calling out for help, and help always come out of the universe. So we need to treat Mother Earth the way we would treat ourselves, but we have to understand that a being must always have love coming through. That's what I'm telling people. Always think when I have fights with my mother that I don't love her. That's not true, because I just make my point, my standard that I have clear, that I'm not a fool. I don't get I don't like when people push me a certain type of level where they say you're ignorant, you don't understand, you need to work because you don't have money now and you need to do it as quick as possible. Okay, so when people push me to that limit, I'm telling them to be careful, because like a cat, when it's in the corner, it will attack. Okay, so this video is for all those that want to pose in front of me, that want to show that they have some knowledge or whatever. They don't, because in my mind I always have my constant meditations to Jah. Okay, Rastafari, Selassie, Ab. So you should understand that I'm not trying to rise a conflict with weapons. No, my weapon is my tongue and is my mouth. And with that, I speak clearly out for other people. Look how you look at other people. If they drink beer, let them drink their beer. Don't judge them just because they hang around with friends and have a good time. Because they have a good time right now when they drink. So whatever they smoke, whatever they consume, don't judge other people just because you're taking the energy from water. Water is an energy too, okay? So this is what I'm trying to tell you, that we have certain levels of understandings, okay? As long we exclude other people, just one will be no solution. You will be another obstacle, because you deny one living being in the society that you live in the reality you live in, and that will bring you further. It will not bring you to a certain place where you can call yourself, I'm in safe heaven. So protection is always good. Me, myself, I bow in front of the universe, in front of Jah, Selassie, bless you, man. And that's what I'm telling you. My knowledge is so deep that I'm going into Rastafarism, because it's the people who were there for me when I was 4 months on the streets. They were good to me. We had very good time. People were singing everywhere, and it was a really nice how you call it, ambiente. It's in Italian, okay? It's like what you have around you, surrounding, the feeling and all that. So my intention is to tell you that we shouldn't just look at the lifestyle of some people should be respected, and not take a look if they don't have a job, or if they have the social money, or if whatever, trying to give it to your spirit and trying to hear what your spirit says. Go deep inside of yourselves and try to understand that everybody has a right to live and everybody has his own pace. Not everybody is, look, I don't have a job, da da da, they search because they want that. I don't want that. I don't want to search a job because I can work. People know that I can work, but I get no offering. They say you need to go with the laws that we have, and I say I don't, because I don't care. I can work. I showed it 6 years, and I was always on point. I was never late. I never slept in for 6 years. I had a short depression beside it when my ex-girlfriend finished, when she broke up. But I didn't go too deep. I came back again. My old chief took me back into the company, and I did him some favor because he bought a truck and nobody wanted to deal with that truck, so I dealt with it and I did my best over there. So this is what people need to realize, that I'm not a fool, okay? I'm on YouTube, I'm explaining people things that are higher understanding. Like right now, I'm telling you something out of my life and show you that I'm a man, that I stand my man, and that nobody can talk into my life. I let them talk. And then I realize on which level they are, and I see you're not far, okay? Because you follow every step of a certain type of system that is breaking down. Eventually, anarchy will come. That is a system of exchanging, an exchange system, where I give you what I have more and you give me what you have more, so we share. That's the whole thing about sharing, okay? You can share many things. I don't want to go into details because I just want to give you a hint. I'm not jealous. So this means that everybody should clear their mind right now and think, what is best for me? What is my interest? If you have a job where you don't feel comfortable, don't quit as possible like I did. I did it because my agreement wasn't was not taken into account, so I knew that the respect for myself is not there. He can tell, my old boss tells my mother that he loves me, that everything, he wants me back. You didn't show me that when I was there. So that's why I'm telling you, I don't have a problem with you, but you need to see that I'm doing step forwards. I can explain myself to other people that maybe understand me, and maybe then I'll find another job. It doesn't matter which institution. I can work with people that this society call retarded. They ain't retarded, okay? They just move at their own pace. And this is what we have to realize. Then I see a smile on your face, This is just about rhymes. And we need to concentrate on this level where we appreciate everybody that is around. It doesn't matter what he did. We need to appreciate even people in prison. We need to appreciate people in the government. We need to appreciate people all around us. It doesn't matter if it's a janitor or whatever, okay? Because we are interrelated, as Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said. And this is what I'm telling everybody day by day. Just accept. Let's have a good time here. When you have conflict with somebody, don't try to fight. That will bring nothing. I told you, the universe is strong. The universe will, I know that, clear the way for me. This is what I am right now. I can go to a shrink. This is what the universe brought me. And I appreciate it because I can talk to someone that did studies into psychology. So I can learn from him and he learns from me. I have the love. I love everybody. I don't exclude people, okay? And this is what is the strongest weapon in the universe, the love for people. It doesn't matter which, you have, that's history. Out of history, gangs came out. Gang members are there, gang chiefs, and so on. But we have to deal with it. We cannot ignore them. We cannot say that when we earn our money just by working and others earn their money by selling drugs, why you just blaming them? Why don't you let them do their thing and you do your thing? But if you smoke weed, if you smoke ganja, or even tobacco, you are in this industry, you are in this circle, then don't blame the people that provide or supply you with these things. And if the government wants some money from tobacco taxes, let them get it. It's just that easy, man. I'm going straight, to the point where I say accept everybody. It doesn't bring nothing when you go and point, like I told you, he did that, he did this. We're going nowhere. I know I will have money again. And when I have money again, I will be with my friends, giving my mother what she paid for me. She needs just to tell me how much, and step by step I'll pay her back. But I know even her last wish, and that is in my heart, and I will make it happen. If I have money or not, I'm going there. She wants to be burned with ashes, 2 ashes actually, and I know where she wanted to rest on the end. So we need to focus on that level where we say we are a human being, we can do more, and we need to do it together. We need to celebrate. Every day is a party, because you stand up in the morning, God gave you life. It's a party. It's life is enjoying, and at the same time doing our duties by helping each other. This is what I want to focus on, the job. What is a job? For me, the job is to give people my presence, because they say I'm a nice guy, so I'm trying to do that. When conflict rises, I even go between 2 brothers. I did that at the station where I'm chilling, because I feel like I like you both. I don't want you to fight. If you have differences from the past, clear it out, or take your time, go into your corners. Going into your places where you feel good, where you can chill and relax and calm down and think about the situation that has risen, that was there. So you see, we just have different options and different work. Nobody will give you money for it. I assure you that there's just few people who will appreciate what you do when you help other brothers not to hit each other. It's like other people would say, for that he should get some money. Yeah, of course I would appreciate it, because then I can bring some more beer, more beer or whatever, water, whatever you want. When you're hungry, you say, I want a mineral water, I bring you mineral water. When you want a beer, I bring you a beer. If you're hungry, you want a sandwich, tell me what you eat. Are you vegetarian or whatever? Doesn't matter, okay? So I started to eat meat again. I'm there, I confess that, but I do it in a different way, okay? Because the animal that died, while I eat, I communicate with that animal so that it can reach a higher state. Don't think that being a human being is the highest state, okay? There is another state, the state of existence. Existence where you don't have a body, where you just are yourself. This is where I'm going to with this job thing, okay? You see me in the streets, moving. So when I help people, that is my job. This is my duty. This is why God wants to wake me up every morning. Is because God let me stand up every morning. And this is where I'm going. You need to understand your dedication. What is divine for you? What is your perception of reality? Define that for yourself. Ask yourself, is there another reality in my fantasy? Is that good for me? Makes it feel you happy. Excuse me. Does it make you feel happy? to put that back in order, in grammatical order. So my English still not the best, but I'm trying to reach higher states. Then people say you need to learn English with books. Not true. You can learn English differently on other levels. So me, I'm trying to tell you that when you're looking for a job, always make sure that you will like that job, not just take something. This is what I have to do, you know. I have to write applications to jobs that maybe I don't like. What I do like is like helping people. So that's why I'm going to the shrink, because he can help people that have, well, a lot of people say psychological disorders, but psychology is never disorder. Psychology is always order, because it's the psyche, okay? This is just like the soul, and this is not a disorder. Of course there is chaos in it, but the core itself, it's in order. This is like an atom, you know, with the neutrons and everything that spins around, because there's more that spins around than just what physicians say. There is much more behind it. So we need to see that there's this reality, the physical reality, okay, but it's always connected and commanded from the spiritual realm. It's there where we, I say we, okay, we are spiritual people, because Haile Selassie I, he told us that the religion is just an approach to spirituality, okay. So in spirituality we are all connected. This is what Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said. We're interrelated. Our subconscious mind is connected to each other. And that's why we have to love each other. Love, when I say I love you, my brother, you know, I love you, my sister. But that's where it comes to definition. You see, when I say I love you, my brother, doesn't mean that I am gay, okay? This is just the way I say it, and I mean it from the deal. But how can you show your brother that you, I mean, don't think that you can show love by kissing and having sexual interrelation. Because love has many ways, of course, and on the end is the physical form by man and woman when they celebrate together that love, that there's a connection, okay, and they have it even in the gay section, and they have it even for the lesbians and so on, you know. I just say try to always remember why you were born like that, and try to make step forwards, try to change something, you know, because otherwise it stays stagnant. It's a long time I didn't do video clips because I had a tough time, and in this time I had some good talks with people that understand me, but couldn't help because they don't have the position for that. That's the thing I like to say, because we have people in certain position they could help, and I hope they will do it, because if we continue the way we do right now, I'm telling you straight that I am not scared of death, okay? I know who I am, and I know that I'll come back changing things in a way where people don't like it. So change it slowly to the state where you inside will feel that is the right thing to do. Because I'm not a fool, okay? I know who I am, I know what I'm capable of, and I know what magic is. So I have a wand at home. I don't want to take that out to society, because they anyway think he's crazy. He's like a little child playing at carnival, you know. And that's why I'm not doing it. But you should know that there is magic all around us. Nature is magic. The universe is magic, because it's something so spectacular, so amazing, that I can't stop to talk about it. But today's topic is the job. And that's what I mean. The universe had a job for me, and it gave it to me to my name, free giving servant of God. That's why I distributed the money. That's why you shouldn't talk about myself, what I did. And don't come to me and say, please don't do that anymore, because I know that I'm not gonna do that anymore. You see, I even know before what you do and what you will do, what you will say to me. This is just like a game of chess. If you want to play chess, put the chessboard in front of me and say, let's not play it. Not because I win, because I'm gonna lose. I like to lose because then I win something other. That's why I don't even play chess. So for all those people that are worried about me when I have money again, don't, because that's past. Because I wanted to do something for people on the streets, misunderstood. Here, I understand you. You can have it. It's for free. You don't have to give me back anything, but if you give something back, I would appreciate it. This is all I told them. So don't judge the people that had money from me, okay? So I make this very clearly to all the people worried about me, and appreciate, of course, that you care. So when there is people that are interested in other subject, try to contact me. I mean, I told you my email address, onemanarmy@gmx.ch, and I'll do it. I can talk, about any topic for hours. You see, now we came from job, we're coming to the spiritual realm again. You see, because this is your you were not born to be lazy, okay? That's true. But you can do something else when you stand up in the morning. You have a passion, and my passion is to talk to people. Now I'm talking to you, and you need to see this. This is a job too. This is my dedication, that I bring in all the love and everything. If it's appreciated by society, I don't know, and I don't care, because I appreciate it, and that's enough. I see that some people watch my videos. That's cool. I like that, because then the knowledge is out. It's in your subconscious mind, and it will elevate you. So back to that talk that I will have with my shrink. You see, I find somebody in the system that has a certain position. You see, you listen. This is just all about rounds, okay? So I found a certain physician, of some kind of way he is a physician, because the psyche has a structure. And in this society I found someone who could help me, and I hope he's gonna help me, because that's like the highest level of intellectual people I'm looking for, because they can give you even medicine. Of course, it's from the farm industry and so on. I don't care, My medication is ganja and tobacco and sometimes beer. I don't drink my problems down like people think. I'm drinking to have a good time, to open my consciousness to the higher level, where I get information, and where I get knowledge, and where I get, so much love that nobody can reply that. It's just God's love. And this is what makes me stand up in the morning every day, no matter how my situation is. I'm trying to give you a hint for situations in your life when you say, I can't do it anymore. My mother, she used to say that now in this time a lot of times, and I'm sorry for that. Because, if I would have a child that would be in that situation right now, I would support it where I can. It's like, okay, listen, you have that idea. Let's go talk to some people. Let's go. And then we talk to people and move together, This is family. But it's a little bit complicated, because my mother, she had a surgery, and yeah. I don't want to talk about that because it's private from my mother, but let's just say she needs to get back she needs to heal herself again, and come back to that state of being healthy. And I can just apologize that I have this situation right now, but that's the way it is. I cannot, Yeah, people will say that I did a mistake. Well, they can say it. I didn't do a mistake. I said there will be consequences, and the consequences is that I will leave. And I left. It's just I keep my word. And this is what the universe wants you to. That you keep your word with other people. I see sometimes people, he wanted to give me a hand. He said, I'm come on Friday. Maybe I'm around, just keep it with you. Because then you can give it to me. But now I have a handy again. And so on, thanks to my old boss that paid the rest of the money that was promised to me. So you see, there's always good people. I mean, they know what they have to do in the moment, and they do it. And this is what I appreciate. No matter if he broke the agreement, because of that, I don't want beef with other people. It's just like you need to see it clearly. There was an agreement that he kept, so I go without any bad feeling. They need to understand that. I'm not a fool judging other people for things they do, because we are all human beings. We're interrelated. We have experience. We get emotional, and we come back on that calm state. That is just so like Bob Marley said. If you're hot, you must get cooled down again. So that's just easy because that's emotional, and that's really important. So if I'm a really sensitive person, people should know that when they agitate myself, I clear myself out, I get loud, but I don't get physical. I maybe show you how I could get physical, but I will not do it. So trying to fix everything, I mean, everybody got problems, okay? But trying to transcend them, that try to give it to the spirit, and the spirit will help you. My spirit now today said, come on, let's do another video clip about job, because this is like actually the thing is going on right now in my life, and I'm looking for a job. So if you know me, you know somebody that has a job or needs an employee, I'm there. I mean, you got my number from my friends. Otherwise, you find me at the station. You know where. I don't have to tell you where, because everybody knows me by now, because I moved to Zurich and I talk to people and tell them where they could meet me. So try to keep it real, okay? Because when you get connected to other people, they want to see if you really appreciate them. Because nowadays, trust is gone. There's so many unfinished business with people, and they don't want to talk with each other. So the thing is, now people blame me for not talking to my ex-boss. Why should I? The thing is clear. I mean, we had an agreement and so on. He didn't kept it. I went. I saw him at the lake once, and I shake his hand to show that I still appreciate him as a human being. And the thing is done. So there is no unfinished business. If he has unfinished business with me, he needs to approach me. I don't approach, because I don't have to. You know where to find me. We can go and talk with each other there by drinking a beer. I offered him that too, again, but he didn't want to. So you see, then they need their time. So give them their time, because it's no need to like right now, yeah, just saying you need your time, you're a pussy or whatever. That talk will bring you nowhere, because this is just like you disrespecting, and the human being will feel like treated like shit, and that's not the way I want to treat other people. That's why I shake his hand, and this is what you should do for your life too. When you had beef with someone, or when you had some conversation where things are unfinished, try to reconnect and try to finish that talk you had. To be emotional. Try to explain that before you get emotional. When you meet, hey, we can both go loud, but we calm again. Without that, we go physical. Okay, because this is just the way it is. You cannot, you know, there's so many agreements, that are, even in political scene, that people kept and other people didn't kept. You need just to see when you didn't keep the agreement, you owe the other one a favor. And the favor would maybe be to collaborate, because you see that an agreement always happens on a certain type of level, okay? Like you are in front of the universal court. And there, when you don't keep your agreements, you need to do a favor for somebody, okay? Now, the thing is, when you know who you are yourself, you owe nobody something, okay? But you see that the agreement that you had with somebody else was broken, then you should be at least the one approaching back. I assure you, the other person will not reject, but bring you to a straight level where you say, okay, now we left there, let's do it again, and now please keep it, because we are in front of the universal court, and you already know where that is. I don't have to tell you with my words. So beware when I move to the streets, because I am not a fool. I'm invisibly there, if you care or not. That's how I blow the spot. You better think about that. Hot song. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. There's a really deep song behind it, okay? There was a misunderstanding between Bob Marley and the sheriff. But he cleared it with a song to explain himself. Do the same thing. Because that was like, if it really happened, we assume it happened. And he apologized with a song. God himself will forgive. Because God is not a human being like we are. Or let's just call it, I have to say it, we are in front of God, we're limited. Okay? Because God is almighty. This means he's omnipotent. He can come into existence when he wants, and he can disappear again when he wants. And the power of God we don't even have to discuss. So try to, agreements are always something really, really important. And you should keep it. If you couldn't keep it because of a certain type of drug or beer, then try to take less of it because you forgot about it, okay? Me, myself, I'm fine, okay? Even if I drink and so on, I'm trying to keep constant communication with the universe. This is what I do. I don't spell no curse because I'm not a fool. So you should know that even if you are in a situation where you said like, I feel like I can't go nowhere, this is how I felt before my doctor told me about the shrink. So always approach, don't think because you go to a shrink, people will laugh about you. And even if they do, don't care about it, because you need someone to talk to, a professional, okay? We have professional MCs, we have professional DJs in hip-hop culture, break dances, and so on. Graffiti arts, all that. Entrepreneurship. This is just what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, maybe I even spelled it wrong, I'm sorry, but this is just like, street knowledge. It's like when you woke up in the morning and you know exactly what to do. So I am actually myself. I appreciate the people around me, and my family is there for me right now for unpaid bills that I cannot pay. But this is family. This is what I'm actually trying to explain my mother all the time, that we are a family and that we take care of each other. When someone breaks down, we help up again, because it's family, okay? It's not easy for my family members. Not all of them understand my situation, and it's like I feel alone sometimes. Alone, left alone in the family clan, but still I have God. So this is what I'm doing every day. surviving, striving, just keeping it real, kicking it through the system, like KRS said. And you need to know when I lose things, it's not because I wanted, but the universe wanted it to lose. It's a little bit complicated, but that's another subject. So when you have a job where you don't feel good because certain type of, I don't know, even if you have problem with your boss, trying to talk to him. If it's not working, then go back, say, okay, I accept your conditions, no problem. You go back, you work, and then you find yourself another job. And then your boss maybe realizes. Bosses are human beings too. They make mistakes. But if they don't change, as you see from my example, then you need to do something about it. Because if we all just accept, the being will not learn. Maybe he even don't care that I'm not there anymore, so no problem. But if he did care, if he do care about me, then he will change some things in the company, like I wanted to, that people talk to each other, and so on. But now I'm gone. Now I do myself something else. But we'll see. Now nobody knows. Trying to do my best. Trying to go back into the society with working because I know people want me to work, and they're right. Because I can work. I'm physically okay for work and even psychologically. But they need to understand that I don't go I don't go, please give me this with applications. I'm not like that. If they want to do that, no problem, then I do something else. I will find a way. And I really don't care, just don't stand in my way. Because this is what I told you, I am your servant, but don't disrespect me. Okay? Because it's not funny. It's not funny anymore. You see crop circles all around. What do you think? What do you think how they made? They're observing us, man. Not with satellites, with spiritual eyes. And you have to realize real fast that. So, telling you, if you have a problem at your job site, at your job, go talk to the people. I mean, if it's not your boss and just somebody that you're working with, it's easy to handle that. You say, hey, yo, buddy, or hey, girl, or what's up, bro, or sister. What do you think? Could we go and drink together? I just want to clear some situation when we're working. I feel like this and that. If the person approaches you and say, yes, you got it, it's 100% success. But if it says no, or he, she, whatever, then you need to accept that. But you say, okay, look, I accept it, but when you're ready, please approach me, because we're working together and we should have a good relation with each other, so that we can build something together, like a nice atmosphere. That's what I wanted to tell you with Ambiente, a nice atmosphere where everybody feels okay, accepted as a member of the company, and so on. So don't always say we two together will need to go in front of the boss, because maybe your boss has other things to do than clearing situations between two employees, because we are not in the kindergarten there anymore. Okay? We don't need a third party. We need each other. And if you can't do it anymore, then search yourself a new job, because if they don't want to change, then you should change. Because otherwise you're unhappy, you go home every night, you think always about that problem because it's not solved. But know that the universe is there for you and has other options. Look at me right now. Sorry for saying that, but it's a fucked up situation. I have no money. I need to go ask my mother, that is 70, if she has a little bit money for me so I can have some good time with my friends and can pay my bills. I have no job. I have no job that I can go to, because I first want to talk to my shrink and I don't know what the outcome will be. But I'm sure, and I assure you that I will work again. Doesn't matter how. So you need to see each other from a different perspective, where we all are one universal family and that we should approach and appreciate each other. Example, there was the elections in America. I'm happy with the outcome, and you know why? Because God chose him. You say elections can be manipulated. Even that was calculated by God. Do you understand me? So don't talk about that, because it will not bring you to a certain type of level where you can be a member of a universal family. I say there is unity and there is coexistence. So when you talk about badly about someone that just got elected as president, why are you still talking about things that happened in the past? That will bring nothing. This is like you offend people. You bring things from the past that you don't even know why they happened. You talk about things you shouldn't. He did this, he did that. This is what written in the media, in the newspaper. Stop that. It's not worth. It will bring just more confusion. This is what you have to realize. Stop talking about other people, not just about the president. Just talk even about others. When you have a boss and he's really doing everything for you, and you still talk bad about what he did in the past or why he has this wife, like, you know, I know people, they are 66 and they have a girlfriend that is 20. So what? Let it be. This is what I mean. Don't talk into other people's business. Because like this, we ain't going nowhere. I mean, I go somewhere. I don't know where you are going. And that's what I'm telling you. So when you have a job where you don't feel good, don't blame. Try to, I'm trying to do a rhyme, okay? Don't blame. Be insane. Do something that is just for your sanity, where you say, no, this is not rational, okay? So do something about it. Go out of the rational mind and go crazy. Do something you never thought you do. But nothing violent. Try to, connect to people that usually you pass them in the street and you think, it's not a good guy, or it's not a good one, a good woman. No, man, try to approach them. Try to see, try to feel yourselves in, I'm empathic. I confess that to my doctor. I can feel into people positions and trying to help, because I need to understand someone to understand why the situation the person has. This is just what I do. This is my gift from God, and I appreciate that very much, because like that you can change a lot, because you change yourselves and then somebody approaches you which needs explanation or maybe a hint or something, and when you can feel into each other, then people will realize what's all about. That is just about spirituality, where religion doesn't matter anymore, because it was a way, not that religion is less valued, it was the way to spirituality, so it's important, but not by separating, okay? You cannot separate religions, because religio, as I already told you, means connection, and that's spirituality. So religion is a way to spirituality, and spirituality is the universal family, where you see that everybody is your brother and sister. And stop thinking about always, with the thing between your legs. Because when we're one universal family, you need to see that God will always send someone that is not blood related that much, that you have when you want a child, that you have some disorders. So appreciate the universe, appreciate God, appreciate the people around you who are there for you. It's like right now, my mother, she thinks that I don't appreciate her, but I do. But when we go into discussions, it gets really hot. So that's why I'm trying not to talk too much, because some people, they like to be stubborn. I'm sorry, even if it's my own family member. So try to cheer yourself up, try to from depressed moments, try to do something really nice, trying to have a party, or trying to have a good talk to someone, or yeah, even if you have your girlfriend, go to her boyfriend or wife, man, go love each other. And that's the solution, because that's what they want to see in the end when they come, that we love each other and not trying to fight each other and saying, I'm on this position, I'm on this position, you need to do exactly that, and then you have your money. No, man, it's not happening. Because I do this, and then I'm there where I want to be. This is how I speak my clout, this is who I am, and I'm telling you straight, don't let anybody tell you what to do. This is what I liked about Lost. You remember the bull, man? Don't remember the name, but doesn't matter. He said, don't tell me what I can do. And he was right. Because there is nobody else than yourself to tell you what you can do. So I'm trying to come to the end of this video clip. It's a short one. I just wanted to explain you that when you have situations in your life, because with the job is important, because you don't have the money to pay the rent, to pay this, otherwise you're on the streets, you have no food, and so on, This is like something really deep, okay? But I know social institutions here, and you, of course, in America, you have people that could help you, friends, and so on. And these friends, they should help without asking something back, because it automatically comes back to you. I'm trying to tell you that people get reconnected when I'm around, long relations that were there. And I'm trying to explain that for some people, because I am not magic, I am a magician, but my magic is lyrical, okay? Lyrical and spiritual. Some people need wands, I don't, but I have one. So that's the thing, okay? So see the magic in your life, because these are the people who are around you, and try to appreciate them. Because like I say, people tell me when I have discussions like that with my mother and yell and we blame each other for things, I don't blame her for nothing. I'm just trying to represent my point of view, that I don't give to anybody that needs to do that, or they need to come to my perspective. No, they have their own perspective, and it's good, because like this we can collaborate. But collaboration starts when you understand someone's situation. When you don't understand that situation, it will bring you not to the level of understanding or overstanding of the person who is in that situation. You feel me? And that's what I mean. So always try to do the best out of your life. Try always to reconnect to people. Think twice, man. Don't judge other people because they drink beer or use drugs or whatever. There's a I want to just go shortly into this. Don't think that people are abusing drugs. There's people who abuse drugs, it's true, because they don't know how the drug self it works. They don't know in which consciousness they should consume that, and so on. See, because if you consume drugs in the right state of mind, you see, state of mind, and you still can control yourself, then you learn another lesson, that it opens your consciousness and you can go into a level where you get knowledge, like I told you, pouring out knowledge above you, and you inhale all that, So I'm trying to tell you, when they use drugs doesn't mean that they abuse drugs, okay? Because some people know what they're doing. Try to know and try to remember that when you face your brother or your cousin or your sister that is doing drugs. Of course, when you know there is different drugs, they are really strong. When you see that being is just misusing it, just to get high and forget about things is different. Yeah, because then it's really an abuse. But if you're still normal and you can connect to people, and hug each other, this is very important, hug each other, then there is no problem with drugs. You see, it's just your perception. So, I want to end this video clip now with the saying, love each other. Doesn't matter in which situation you are, know the universe is with you, is always with you. And you know that one day we all can laugh about the misunderstandings we had, but we have the experience of it that it won't happen again. So blessings to all ya, blessings to my family, to my mother, to my uncle, to my father in Morocco, to my family in Morocco, and to my family in Italy from my mother's side. Blessings to all of you, to the universe, to every living being. And again, I say that I don't care what other people want. Congratulations to your presidency, sir. And everybody should just, calm down, relax, and come to a point of politeness where everybody can talk to each other without offending other people. Okay? So what I'm saying now, Kareem is out. As always, peace.